Sanford Children's Hospital is so special to our community. 9 times out of 10, when families are turning into the parking lot of Sanford Children's Hospital, kiddos, regardless of what they're going through, are getting excited to see that big, beautiful castle and knowing the wonderful care and attention that they'll get once they go inside. There's so much inside the walls of Sanford Children's Hospital. Philanthropy is at work around every corner, and we couldn't do what we do without donors to the Sanford Health Foundation.
A children's hospital is not taking adult equipment and using it on kids. It's having specific resources that are designed for children to give them the best care and the highest quality of care that you can provide.
We have many pieces of equipment like the giraffe omnibed and the Sanford Bucklehide NICU, and we make sure that every suite within the NICU, every baby gets one of those, and there's so much more within the walls of a children's hospital than just what the average person would think is healthcare. Donors to the Sanford Health Foundation are able to fuel things like meal vouchers, gas mileage reimbursement, hotel stays, just things that may not seem like a significant thing, but to families, they're oftentimes the thing they remember most.
It's about the nurturing and the castle of care, as we affectionately refer to this place.
I know that every family would say the same thing, that they're just so thankful that our community has rallied and created this beautiful place that even though they didn't want to call it home, they have to sometimes, and just really lucky to have it right here in our backyard.
Sanford is a big part of our lives. Jaxon was born in 2009 and Jeren in 2013, and both boys are missing 3 genes on the X chromosome. There isn't a name for what they have. They are the only children in the whole world that have this combination of missing genes. Their genetic imperfections are something that can't be fixed. So we depend on the community here at Sanford, and the boys will forever. Jeren has had almost 30 surgeries now.
I mean, it's hard having like $1 million nose. One thing happens to it, we have to do another surgery for it. I'm just done with surgeries by now.
When your child is struggling to breathe and they're telling you he's too tired, he won't make it through the night if we don't do something, you have to make quick decisions. You have to go, I trust him. And your emotions run high, low, everywhere. I mean, you're mad, you're sad, you're fearful. But our perspectives change because of our care. We trusted our providers that they were gonna look out for Jeren and Jaxon's interests and for our family, and they did.
He's nice to have, like, as a brother because he kind of has the same vision as me. So he knows, like, what I can see, I guess. He's the only person in the world I can relate to, as of we know. Sometimes he's annoying, which that's all brothers.
You never really understand the impact of community, fundraising, the foundations, until you have a child that's been in the hospital. And then once you become part of the Castle family, you understand the importance of, fundraising. The dollars add up quick. Any little amount put together with other little amounts from the community make a big amount. And they provide life-saving services so that we can have miracles like my boys.
If the Castle wouldn't have the funding it does, my brother probably wouldn't have had the surgeons it needed, or for me even, they probably wouldn't have the doctors they needed, so I probably wouldn't be here right now.
So normal hospitals, you're like, oh geez, but this one you're like.
They are just your average kids who have had to be really tough, and someday, I'm pretty sure there's pretty big plans for them. They're my little superheroes. If I could ever be as tough and strong as they are, wow.
Philanthropy at Sanford Children's Hospital allows us to be the best. As you're walking through Sanford Children's Hospital, around every corner and down every hallway, donor dollars truly are making an impact, whether you realize it or not.
I see acts of kindness all the time these little things where people are doing it not to gain any attention for themselves, but simply because that's who they are.
A lot of that is through philanthropy, like our Child Life program and spiritual care and social work, the therapy dogs, just anything we can do to say, we know this is a very intimidating and scary time, so we're here to wrap our arms around you and say we're here for you. Donor dollars are able to offer that to our patients, and the patients never see a bill for it.
Talk to the families who have been here, who rely on us, and the people that work here as well, who are extraordinarily thankful for all the resources that we get. 100% of the donation goes to the hospital and to the care of children.
We built the castle through philanthropy, but what happens every single day, all the little moments, all the miracles that are happening, is also thanks to philanthropy.
It's an amazing resource for a community of this size that allows children and their families to stay close to home, to get top-notch care, and to do it in a building that looks like this. It's a pretty cool place to work.
So I would just say to anybody that's considering a gift to Sanford Health Foundation, please do. We need you, our kids need you, and what you do is just incredible for families facing the unimaginable. Every single dollar matters, but so much more than that. You give to give hope. You give to create a sense of family, to allow for survivorship of these scary diseases, and really to create a sense of community right here in Sioux Falls and surrounding areas that we're just so lucky to have. Philanthropy provides so much good, more than I think anyone realizes.